Uncover the secrets of yesterday. Discover the mysteries of the past. This is History Uncover, your gateway to history.
The Titanic, a name that resonates through history. Even today, the name echoes with a sense of awe and tragedy. It stands as a symbol of human ambition and the unforeseen perils that can accompany it. This British passenger liner, the largest ship of its time, set sail on April 10, 1912. It was a marvel of modern engineering, a floating palace that promised an unparalleled journey across the Atlantic. She embarked on her maiden voyage from Southampton, England, headed for New York City. The departure was a grand event, witnessed by thousands who gathered to see the giant off. On board were over 2,200 souls, a mix of passengers and crew. They came from all walks of life, from the wealthiest elites to hopeful immigrants seeking a new life in America. The Titanic was the pinnacle of luxury and technological achievement, believed to be practically unsinkable. Its opulent interiors and advanced design were the pride of its creators and a testament to human ingenuity. Little did anyone know, fate had a different plan. The icy waters of the Atlantic held a tragic destiny that would turn this symbol of human progress into a somber reminder of our vulnerabilities. The night of April 14th descended upon the Titanic, casting a serene yet foreboding atmosphere over the grand vessel. Shrouding the ship in an eerie calm, the sea was unusually still, almost like a sheet of glass, reflecting the starlit sky above. The air was bitterly cold, a stark contrast to the warmth and opulence within the ship's walls. Inside, the Titanic was a floating palace, filled with the laughter and chatter of its passengers. Passengers enjoyed luxurious dinners, live music and dancing, unaware of the danger lurking just ahead. The first-class dining saloon was abuzz with conversations while the band played soothing melodies. High above, in the crow's nest, lookouts scanned the horizon for any signs of trouble. Their eyes strained against the darkness, searching for the slightest hint of an iceberg. The Titanic, however, had received warnings of icebergs in the area but continued sailing at near full speed. The crew, confident in the ship's design, believed they could navigate safely through the icy waters. At 11:40 p.m., the unthinkable happened. The lookout spotted an iceberg directly in the ship's path. The alarm was raised and the engines were reversed, but it was too late. The Titanic, unable to turn quickly enough, grazed the iceberg along its starboard side. The impact, though it felt like nothing more than a shudder to many, ripped open several compartments in the ship's hull. Water began pouring in, slowly at first, then with increasing speed and volume. Section 4. Chaos and Courage. The unthinkable unfolds. As the reality of the situation set in, chaos and panic ensued. The unsinkable Titanic was sinking. The crew, following procedures, began waking passengers and helping them into lifeboats. However, there were not enough lifeboats for everyone on board. This horrifying realization added to the growing fear and desperation. Acts of courage and selflessness were seen alongside scenes of panic and despair. The band played on, their music a haunting soundtrack to the unfolding tragedy. Section 5. Rescue and Remembrance, a legacy endures. Hours later, the unthinkable happened. The Titanic, once a symbol of human ingenuity, slipped beneath the waves. The ship, which was deemed unsinkable, met its tragic fate in the cold, dark waters of the Atlantic Ocean. The grandeur and opulence of the Titanic were no match for the iceberg that sealed its doom. Over 1,500 souls perished in the icy waters of the North Atlantic. The freezing temperatures and chaotic conditions made survival nearly impossible for those who found themselves in the water. The loss was felt deeply by families and communities around the world. The Carpathia, alerted by distress signals, arrived at the scene and rescued the 705 survivors adrift in their lifeboats. The crew of the Carpathia worked tirelessly to pull the survivors from the frigid waters, offering them blankets, food, and medical attention. The sinking of the Titanic sent shockwaves around the world. News of the disaster spread rapidly, and the global community was left in a state of shock and mourning. Newspapers around the world carried the tragic news, and people everywhere were gripped by the magnitude of the loss. It led to significant changes in maritime safety regulations, including the requirement for enough lifeboats for all passengers and crew. The disaster prompted a re-evaluation of safety protocols and the implementation of new measures to ensure that such a tragedy would never happen again. The disaster serves as a stark reminder of the power of nature and the importance of preparedness, even in the face of seemingly insurmountable odds. It underscores the need for vigilance and respect for the forces of nature, as well as the continuous improvement of safety measures to protect lives at sea.
Uncover the secrets of yesterday. Discover the mysteries of the past. This is History Uncover, your gateway to history.